You're now listening to the podcast for geeks and stuff they love, where each week we'll talk about everything from anime to movies, games, and prop collecting with the people that create and love it. I'm Jeromy.
I'm Vinz.
I'm James.
I'm Logan.
And this is your Geek Fix. Well, because it was so popular, backed by popular demand, we decided we'd go ahead and get together and talk a little bit more about anime and some of the different versions. We talked about some of the bad anime that's out there and bad versions of anime that we like, or other videos, other versions of some of these shows. And so far, I think most of the shows that I like and most of the ones that we've also talked about are Shonen Jump shows, which are admittedly very popular, but at the same time, also I think the ones that are most likely to get purchased by different people and be done in different ways. What is your favorite show from our last discussion so far?
There's only two shows. Dude, my favorite.
Well, we did three. We did three. So we did.
Oh, true. Yeah, we did.
So we did One Piece, we did Attack on Titan, and we did Death Note, which are actually three of the most popular animes that are around. In all truth, these days not so much. There's some other shows we could definitely get into, but they haven't been around long enough to have their own versions, other versions, alternate versions that are interesting so far yet. But yeah, my favorite one so far, not for kids version, probably the original version of One Piece, the Attack on Titan Junior High, and then the live version of the first movies of Death Note. That'd be my three ones. What do you guys say? Are you more the original series, or what are you thinking at this point? Have I convinced you of middle school version or for kids?
Yeah, I want to watch it.
You convinced me of 4Kids One Piece. Absolutely.
There you go. See? The
How would you like a nice room in a dungeon?
That's the upside to 4Kids is you will get through the series like that.
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
It didn't have that many episodes. Another show, if you like the Shonen Jump stuff, that's had multiple versions, would be Assassination Classroom, which I'm gonna actually bring up on the screen here. So,
I didn't even realize there was multiple versions of that.
oh yes,
I've never
Is
seen
there-
Pretty
it.
sure there's a live action.
there is a live action version of it.
Oh, yeah, true.
I'm going to share at least three versions here. So we've got the live action version, true. We got the original version. And of course, we also have Koro Sensei. What is it exactly called? I think it's Koro Sensei Quest, which falls in line with the sort of thing that probably Vinz would have played in the past. It looks almost like something you would have seen on the old Game Boys. So it has like the text in the boxes that appear. They were trying to make it look like a video game version. They do several things that look like a video game, not in these scenes right here, but for the most part. And that's the whole idea behind it, is that they're doing these little quests that are similar to something that you would have played back in the day on Game Boy. The live version has had two movies. So you have the first one that kind of introduces Koro Sensei and what they have to do, and the second one that is true to the original series, where he actually technically dies. Is that a that's not really giving anything away. So anyway, so if you don't know about Koro Sensei, he is how do I share this without also giving away some plot points? He is a creature.
A perverted creature.
A perverted, yeah, he's very pervy. That is planning to destroy the planet. And he's
After
going
having
to do it.
previously destroyed part of the moon, if I remember correctly.
Yes, yeah. That's how the whole thing
gosh.
kind of started out. So that's why. So the government believes him, and he's made a deal that in exchange for like giving them an opportunity to do something about it, he wants to teach a class and the class's whole objective is to try and kill him, and of course he's difficult to kill, even though they have the tools to be able to do so. So it's trying to get that class to work together to wipe him out, and so both the movie and the original version follow that. The Quest version kind of does that, but they're focused on other things. So I don't know. It's worth checking out. Quest I think it only came out in one season, and I don't think it's come back since. But it is interesting, if nothing else, as you can see. Have you all seen this? Have you watched the show? No? Oh,
I hadn't heard of Quest, no.
Oh, have you seen the original series?
Yes, I've
anime?
seen both seasons, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was very good.
So, without giving away the plot twist, what did you think of it? This is almost like talking about Death Note again. What did you think of the plot twist?
I thoroughly enjoyed. It's a bit difficult. I liked the plot twist. I'm speaking from, I think, about 6 years ago when I would have seen this both seasons. I did enjoy the plot twist. I don't remember at the moment if I expected it or not, but I thought it was alright. I thought the plot was nice enough. It was an emotional ending.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can say.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoyed the evolution of characters more than anything, like seeing them grow into the types of people that they wanted to be.
This was also a series that has a good setup because it's a classroom setting to continually introduce characters. And so each episode, even though it does have somewhat of an arc to it, for the most part, a lot of at least the first portion of the series, you could watch an episode independently and still enjoy it.
It was mainly introducing characters.
Yeah, you didn't have to know a lot about I think the intro basically told the storyline, so I don't think you had to know a lot to be able to watch a portion of the series. But yeah, that's a good show. I like that show. It's been a long time since I watched it, but that is actually one that I really enjoyed a lot.
No, it's great.
I don't know. Anybody have an opinion about what the deal is with the middle schools in Japanese shows? Like, why is it always a middle school?
Money?
Is that what it is?
I mean, like, just appeal to like different audiences and stuff. Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, I know you like slice of life anime and that sort of thing.
I do. I'm okay with though, like the ones where they're not in school anymore though too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. The reason why I don't understand it, I think, is kind of a cultural thing. Because in Japan, honestly, if you talk to a lot of people that grew up in Japan and went to school in Japan, like their greatest times in life, they will bring up were back in middle school, and applying to high school is kind of like going to university or college. So I guess I can kind of see where that would be like, this is the adventure time and this is the whatever, but at the same time, it's like it's always about a middle school. It's always about and every time they do a spin-off. Actually, One Piece had one of their little what do you call those when they have an episode that's not related to anything else? Kind of filler
episode.
They've had some fillers that have been related to middle school stuff that was actually in the series itself. They always bring them along when they have something heavy going along. So you have a heavy arc, and then they'd have a filler episode that's like, oh, Luffy's selling fish now, or something like that. That's their spin-offs. You guys brought up Fullmetal Alchemist. When I had an India Bernardo, that was one of her favorites that she could remember. I think everybody's seen. That's another show where everybody's at least seen it.
AKA it was Hitler all along.
Yeah.
Hitler all along. Oh gosh.
Kind of, yeah. Oh man. Honestly, the version of this show I don't even have on my list that I like the most. So you got the original anime. You have Brotherhood.
Yep.
And then you have the Netflix live version. Which I tried to watch. I thought it would be pretty good. Did you guys see the live version?
I didn't know that had a live version.
I know that there is a live version. I just never watched it.
Just the wigs alone, the wigs. If you've seen the wigs, it's terrible.
It looks well, yeah. They're trying to look like the anime, I think, is the issue, and then and then at the same time they're also trying to look like the location because doesn't take place in Japan, you know.
Yeah.
I think I remember
so
having seen a live action Alphonse, a very very CGI'd up version of Alphonse.
Oh, I remember watching the trailer.
Yep. Yeah, it's a little rough. I tried watching it and there's some good scenes at the beginning. Like I thought this was also one that I could get my wife to watch. Because a lot of times I'll try to trick her into watching geeky stuff. So like I'll pick a show. Like I did when we watched Doctor Strange. I started Doctor Strange at the point when he gets in the accident. So she sees that part and stuff. And if you look back at like a majority of that movie until the very end, you wouldn't know that it was the Marvel movie. It's just about some weird doctor, right? Same thing here. If you start with the live version actually looks like, it looks like this pretty epic time kind of piece that looks pretty good, and then it goes downhill from there. And
they only had one piece, and then it was gone.
That's right. They only. Yeah. So there you go. No, the best version. I was trying to look it up to see what he calls himself. There is a YouTuber who redubs anime and then shows a short version of it.
Yeah, the abridged series.
Yes. Oh, that's the best version. That's the best version of Fullmetal Alchemist, right there.
Oh, did you do one as well?
Oh yeah, it's hilarious. The beginning, and it goes through it so fast too. So it starts off with we were doing the alchemy stuff. And the mom walks in and she's like, "What is that?" And he's like, "Is that a bird?" And he's like, "It's a this and that, and you're ruining our childhood." And
she was pretty excited to see us doing alchemy and not drugs, so she encouraged us to keep learning.
And then he's like, and then our dad left, and then our mom died. Like, they don't go into, they don't show anything else besides that. They're just like, boom, boom. And then they got trained by this teacher and stuff. This is definitely the best version.
I remember watching an abridged version of it. I love abridged series on YouTube. I remember watching one done by this guy named Falero, but he got rid of all of his videos and stuff. He had a really good version of Danganronpa, and that's what got me into Danganronpa.
Oh
yeah. He deleted like all of his content, and like since then, like there's been a bunch of people that try to bring it up to him and stuff, and like he's tried moving on to other avenues, and it hasn't really worked out. It's kind of sad, but I don't know.
I really thoroughly enjoyed this version, but I'll have to double check that that's what it is. I'll put a link in the description for it. But
the only abridged series that I can think of seeing was LittleKuriboh's Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, which is also extremely good.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's like 70 or 80 abridged episodes in, and they do get pretty far through the show, making fun of the 4Kids version, like the English dub voice actors, and like for example, one of the abridged characters' voice dies during the abridged episode, and then he comes back, and just really really stupid.
My voice is pretty crazy too.
I remember one of the biggest ones that I got into was Code Ment, and I think that you mentioned Code Geass and stuff earlier and stuff. I really like Code Ment. I think it's really funny. Appropriate for family type podcast thing. I don't know, but it's hilarious. Like it doesn't even follow the plot at that point, but it's great.
It can't do worse than 4Kids as far as plot points go. That's it.
Oh well, and it's just pure comedy. Like they just take random scenes and they just throw people into random situations, buying clothes from a soup store. that sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. With this Abridged version too, they added things to
With the
it.
Fullmetal Alchemist, though, I enjoyed the first series. Then came like the movies, like the Champion of Shambhala, where it was Hitler all along. That was the one, I think. Where I thought that was pushing it a bit too far.
Right.
Like, I get it that there's like, but then it went into the whole tool organization and everything. I think with the Brotherhood, they kind of retconned it and made it a lot more, acceptable. And
we'll go in a different direction. Yeah.
So, but it was a nice plot twist, but it was kind of cringe.
It's a little surprise. The Brotherhood, I think, is the one that I hear people say that they associate with the most. Or when I see cosplay and stuff, that's true. You've never seen it?
No, I've only seen Brotherhood.
Oh, you've only seen it? Yeah.
The original is pretty formulaic, I think.
Also
with the sins and everything, and Brotherhood has better pacing and I think also a better ending.
Yeah.
It was more animation for me.
Oh yeah.
Was it the style?
Yeah, no, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, just it's like for example, like we were talking about before, One Piece. I couldn't I haven't actually watched One Piece. I've only read it. Like I've read the manga, but just because I couldn't get into the animation. Like the old animation, the newest animation that they're doing with the latest episodes is amazing, and I am watching that. But no, I can't watch it.
It depends on what you're going into it expecting. Kind of like with the next group that we're talking about, like One Punch Man. I've got him behind me. That's especially if you look at the manga. Like that's like the lowest level of artistic. But that wasn't the point, right?
When you watch the series, and then there's the manga, but
the series has a lot of combinations of different styles because you had a collaboration that went on there for that.
But they got the Madhouse to do the cool looking stuff,
which they did a very good job with.
The colors are great.
Yeah.
The one that relates to that, because they didn't do, there's not other versions of that yet, so I can't really bring that up in this conversation, but related group is Mob Psycho 100, because they were involved, of course, in making that. There are 3 versions as well in relation to Mob Psycho. There's the original anime. Have you seen the original anime?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody seen
Waiting for the 3rd season.
Yeah. So you had the first season, the second season, which was a surprise. It was a happy surprise that they released it, and then there's the live series, which doesn't have an English dub that I know of. You can watch it sub version. It was okay. It was all right. I think I got used to the voices though of the original anime, the dub version, the English dub version. And so that's what made watching the live series kind of hard. But the live series pretty closely follows the anime. Did you see any? Have you seen any of that? This is on Netflix, by the way.
I've seen the trailer for it. I haven't seen the actual show though.
I wish somebody would take
the original,
the anime and dub it over. Like take the anime, the audio, and just put it into the live version. I think it would actually work. But maybe I'll do that. Maybe that's my next project to try and get demonetized. Yeah. I'm really aiming for that this year. How can I get demonetized the fastest? Showing clips from different anime. That'll be the first start. How about Naruto? You ever heard of that, Stro?
No.
Naruto.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, a Shonen Jump series. Yep. And I just realized I didn't even bring up like the big crossover of all the Shonen Jump series. I think it's been fan dubbed, but I don't think it's had an official English dub. I can't even think of what it was called. You know this one, Logan?
Oh, are you talking about like the special like
had One
Piece and
Dragon Ball Z,
and Toriko.
The Jump Fiesta or something.
It didn't have Naruto in there because it's animated by a different studio. Because like those three were being done by Toei, so like they just grouped them together and did a thing.
Oh no, I've not heard of this. The only crossover that I know is the video game Jump Force.
Oh, this is it was only a single episode, or no, well, it's divided into 2 parts. So, but it adds up to about 60 minutes total. And it starts out with a race that involves all of them. It has all the characters from both sides. It's the fan dub actually got the actual actors, the voice actors for the English version, and got them to do their parts over time. And so you can go online and watch that, but it's really bad quality. So I haven't seen it either in good quality version or in I haven't seen the original Japanese version, but it's entertaining. It's definitely one of those crossover things where it's like they're just trying to show you interaction between all the characters that you like, or similarities, because every single one of these shows also you have some pervy guy and they all hang out together, and then you got some, it's the same characters for each, and then they're battling each other.
Yeah, you had
and then
like
they go
Zoro,
to dinner,
Vegeta.
of course. Yeah, they go to dinner and eat
like
fish.
The Simpsons and Family Guy crossover.
It kind of is, yeah. It's like, I don't know what the point of it was, but it was fun to watch. I don't know, but yeah. So that's a version. If you want to track something down, that was a good show. But Naruto. You got the original anime, the best one. I think that's the best one. Nope, changed my mind. Nope, the best one is Rock Lee and his ninja pals. That is the best one. Yeah, let's go with that one. Are you guys familiar with Rock Lee and his ninja pals?
Yep.
Yeah. What is the quote,
I've only
Logan?
watched one episode of Naruto.
Oh,
You really watched it?
from the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Rock Lee is ultimate ninja.
Yeah, that's it. Rock Lee is ultimate ninja. We checked into a hotel once, and somebody had engraved on the wall.
It was like into the cork board.
Yeah, cut into the cork board. Steven, that's what it's from. Rock Lee is an ultimate. I thought that was an awesome series. I love that show. That was a great one. That's another kind of chibi-ish looking show.
With the power of youth, right?
Yep. Yeah, it was a good show. I thought it was pretty good. It wasn't as long. I did the thing I liked about the original Naruto is also eventually it did end. Like, it had a beginning, a middle, and an end. He went through those ages and stages. They killed off some of my favorite characters, and then it was over. And you felt it kind of made you feel good because you knew you did that. And then Baruto came out. Have you seen Baruto?
No, I'm still trying to end Naruto because I stuck on the young Kakashi.
Me too.
The young Kakashi filler arc just did me in.
Oh yeah, I think near the end they actually didn't do such long, drawn out, battles and all that stuff. They do get into a bit of drama, but for the most part, I think they learned their lesson, and I think they were just trying to get done because they were following the manga too.
Yeah, I think they were waiting for the manga to be done, and then so they had the whole young Kakashi filler arc where we went back to basically the same plot as Naruto, but then with Kakashi and his predecessors. And I was like, okay, well, we've seen enough of that, and let's see how it ends, please.
Yeah.
But that's actually one of the series that I watched with my wife because we were both invested in it. Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I had all sorts of plans. I bought cosplay for it that I never wore. I've got pieces of it laying around this room, like over there. I've got the
sexy jutsu costume.
The sexy jutsu costume is my plan. Yeah. Yep. The pervy sensei was my plan. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So these are some examples of some shows that you can go out and check out that you may or may not have been aware were around. And if you like this episode, let us know because we might actually do this again. Also, if you enjoyed this podcast and want more, stay tuned and check out or join our community on YouTube that goes by the same name, Your Geek Fix. Be sure to check out Vinz on Twitter at MassiveDMG_ and on his YouTube channel, MassiveDMG. Check out James at Mr. Malto4 on Instagram and the Replica Prop Forum. And finally, check out Logan, D3 Epsilon X2 on Instagram and YouTube. We also want to hear from you, so be sure to send your questions, stories, and other projects to yourgeekfix@gmail.com. In the meantime, this has been your Geek Fix.